Good morning, Cincinnati. This is Bengal Talk with Bigg Henn and your host, David Donaldson. Today, we will be discussing an article by Jason Markham on CincyJungle.com. He is stating that the future of the Bengals is in turmoil due to offensive line and veteran departures. Coming up, we discuss with Bigg Henn on why not only is Jason Markham wrong, but we are better off than most NFL teams. That's what offseason changes has people questioning the upcoming season.
I understand that we lost a lot of the vets, Ray Malaluga, Damata Pecco, Andrew Whitworth, Keith Ziegler, but those vets are a little older. Brought in a lot of youth, a lot of question marks. We got a lot of rookies that we're depending on, and depending on how you look at it is your outlook on it. It can give you some type of concern. You could be concerned. It can give you a reason for concern. But at the end of the day, everything gets younger, everything gets stronger. So you don't really want to lean on the older. You might want to get a little younger.
Are there any question marks or holes in the roster?
I personally don't believe so. The new right tackle, Ogbuehi, has struggled in his first couple seasons. He was drafted injured. He's coming back off of that. First season wasn't up to par, or first full season wasn't up to par. But when you're dependent on and you have no choice but to get her done, I believe it's time for him to get her done. So they believe in him. They've put him as the starter. I believe in him. They brought in Andre Smith, who's a young vet, has been here, been in the system. So, yeah, we lost Andrew Whitworth and Keith Ziegler, but we gained someone that was already in the system, a little older, mature, has already fallen off and bounced back. So he'll be able to help out the younger guys. We got two young guys on the ends, two smart guys in the middle, big, strong center. It's looking good. So for those question marks and holes, I really don't see them.
What's new and special about this year's team?
Everything. We are younger. We are stronger. We are faster. Kevin Minter, Chris Smith, Andrew Billings, William Jackson III, Tyler Boyd, John Ross, Joe Mixon, Carl Lawson. Those are all new names, and they'll all be on the field. They might not start, but the way we do things, we rotate, that we keep them fresh. Oh, man, this upcoming season is going to be real nice. Half those guys I just mentioned haven't even touched the field yet. So, yeah, that's concern to the people that don't pay attention to football, but to the people that do pay attention to football, you've got fresh feet. You've got fresh feet in the most important areas that you need them. Your new defensive tackle is going to be a young, youthful guy. Your third corner, if not second corner, is going to be young, youthful. You've got two young wide receivers in the new rookie and the second year, Tyler Boyd. So, David, I'm glad you asked these questions because I have the answers. Carl Lawson, Joe Mixon, these guys are going to be players that they rotate in and out, once again, to keep the guys that we have that are vets, but young vets, fresh. One thing that I'll tell you about Marvin Lewis is he's had his time with the vets, he's had his time with the injuries, and he's so smart and intelligent that he's basically got 3 starting role players in one position. Our first, second, and third string, if they went to another team, they'd be starters, and we have them in a rotation. So that means we're consistent, we're fast, and we're ready. I also believe that with these new guys and new names, that if they do not produce, they will be sitting down. There's always somebody sitting there waiting to take your spot in life, and it's no different in the NFL.
What's the final thought on the upcoming year?
At the end of the day, football is football. Life is life. You can't really determine what's going to be what and what's this and what's that. To reiterate, those new guys on this team, we've got a first rounder, a fourth rounder, a first rounder, a second rounder, a first rounder, a second rounder, and a fourth rounder. That's in rotation. If they're not starting, they're playing. And that's all first-round talent, first through the fourth. So it looks real good. The concern could be, but it's not. According to Mr. Jason, he wants to say that you can't fault Whitworth for leaving because he said he spent most of his career making less than what he's worth. Well, That's depending on how you look at it. He just now made the Pro Bowl, and I don't recall him keeping Andy Dalton upright too much last season. But that's neither here nor there. People are gone. People are here. But the best team is what we've put together that we have. He also stated that Dalton is going to have a pretty miserable season, and I'm quoting this, unless he has some reinforcements brought in. So that was that was pre-draft and things of that sort. So now that it's after all that, I'm pretty sure there's a whole lot of reinforcements in Joe Mixon, John Ross, Tyler Boyd. I believe there's a whole lot of reinforcements here. We have a new linebacker core, youthful. We have a brand new defensive tackle rotation, youthful. Brand new O-line, nice and youthful. Everything is just young and strong, and that's where I'm putting it. I'm putting the season on youth, and I believe that we will succeed with that.
All right, Cincinnati, thanks for tuning in to Bengal Talk with Bigg Henn. This is David Donaldson, and I guess the Bengals don't sound like they're going to be this bad this year. So we'll just have to wait and see for this season coming up. Tune in next week on Bengal Talk with Bigg Henn and your host, David Donaldson.